Welcome and/or welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Blackwell, and today is the start of a new reading vlog in which I do some crafting to make some really cool new shelf decor for my bookshelves, and I just listened to some audiobooks. So this is inspired by April and Maggie. They recently did a video collaboration in which they actually did a bunch of crafting to make some really cool, unique shelf decor. And I was going to be doing that collaboration with them, but a lot of things came up. Life, you guys know how it is. I wasn't able to participate. So I still wanted to, and so I got inspired. I loved their videos. I will have them linked down below. They both have such unique styles, and it was really cool to see what they DIY'd. Me, this is going to take a bit. I'm actually filming this at the end of the video. I am sick. So like halfway through I fall ill. So we're still getting over that. Sorry for my voice. I'm going to be starting out reading The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This book is a mystery thriller. If you've read Ruth Ware, you know she's often put in the thriller category, but I would say she's more mystery with suspense elements. But this one is about this woman, and she is put on this cruise because she's a journalist, and it's kind of like the hype tour, the first maiden voyage of the cruise. And so she has sent there to kind of do extra publicity to write an article about this maiden voyage. Basically, even before she leaves, things go awry. She ends up in the very beginning of the book getting burglared. Like someone breaks into her house while she's there. And she's also like an unreliable narrator. You see right away there's lots of talk about like how much she's drinking, how hungover she is. This is not a trope I love. I'm not a huge fan of that. I just feel like it's like so overused in mysteries and thrillers. There's been one book that I liked that had that trope. It was Riley Sager's The House Across the Lake, but I've not really liked any others, so you guys will see how this goes. We'll see if it will be able to change my mind about the trope, but it's definitely not a trope I usually like. So I really wanted to read it because I've owned it for a really long time. This is one of the oldest books on my TBR, and I wanted to get to it. So in this vlog, I also read Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire, as well as the sequel, Beneath the Sugar Sky. So yeah, I will send you back to earlier me. Okay, so I had just finished The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I didn't do an intro to this vlog yet. I still need to film that because I didn't know I was doing a vlog, but then I decided to. I was kind of late to the game. Maggie and April were doing this whole crafting cute decor for your shelves, and I wasn't able to do it in time, so I had to like pull out of that, but I really wanted to. So, and then I saw their videos and I was like, oh God, I still need to get to this because I really want to do this. And I was really inspired by their videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you haven't seen those videos, I'll have them both linked down below. Basically, April's been redoing her shelves. I just redid my bookshelves. Like, my husband just built these and I painted them. It was a whole big project. Anyway, she just did a whole new bookshelf build on her channel too, and it was really cool. It was like a 4-part video, but one of them was her making like decor for her bookshelves. And then she had invited me and Maggie to do this like collab where we all made decor for our bookshelves, and I was really excited to do it, but then life happened. It's been kind of crazy. We're expanding the garden this year. Things have been busy. Anyway, so I was late to the game. Maggie did a video too for the collaboration, and she did a bunch of really cool stuff. April did stuff, but in a completely different style. And obviously my stuff's gonna be in a fully different style too. So I decided, okay, let's do a reading vlog and let's include some of that content in there too. And so that I can just kind of like do the crafting on our bookshelves along with everyone, because that was a lot of fun to watch and I want to do it. I need to do it. Let's get to it. And I'm reading and I have some space in my content for a vlog, and I was thinking, let's do a vlog. I was doing some vlogs on my Patreon, but I'm not doing the Patreon anymore. So, and I still kind of feel like doing it. So anyway, that's where we are right now. I will have already done a better intro, I hope. Anyway, so I showed you guys I was working on these mushrooms, which are right here right now. It turned out really good, I think. Hold on. Yeah. If I put my face in there, like, the camera wants to get that. And I did it based on one of our mushroom foraging books. I picked out some mushrooms that I thought were similarly shaped that I could do like similar looks. And this is like a play on, I can't remember the name of the mushroom, but it's like the famous psychedelic mushroom. But it's also the one that's used in like a lot of super cottagecore artwork and stuff like that, like in books and stuff like that. So anyway, so I did those. I'm still working on another project too, and I don't know if I'm going to do 2 or 3, and I definitely don't know if I'm going to finish another one yet in this video, so it's probably be like a multi-part vlog. But anyway, so I was listening to The Woman in Cabin 10. Now, I'm not a fan of this book. I'm not a fan of this book. I'm not a hater of this book, but kind of. I'm thinking it's gonna be 2.5 stars. Let's be real. Like I am a generous rater. You guys probably have already noticed that about me by now, but I'm a generous rater, and and that's fine. That's a good thing. But like, I also need to be like aware when it's like, no, like I didn't enjoy this. The problem is when I don't enjoy something, but I don't know why, I tend to like to give it a higher rating, like in the 3-star range, because I'm like, but I don't know why. So then how do I rate it low? So alas, we're going to go with the 2.5 star, because I considered DNFing this book at multiple points. And I powered through it. I did it. And you know what? It was about exactly, I predicted it. And I guess I didn't include my prediction because I didn't really know yet that I was vlogging, but I did predict it. Not like everything, but like most of it. And it was really slow, really boring. Let's tell you about this book. Okay, so this is The Woman in Cabin 10, and this is about a woman who, she is a journalist, and she gets
sent on to this cruise that is like a new cruise that's opening up by this like rich dude, and it's like a Norwegian thing, I think, like a Norwegian cruise liner, and it's called Aurora, and the whole point is for like you to take it so you can go see the Aurora Borealis. And so she's, along with other journalists, are kind of like hired on to come and basically do the hype up the new cruise. So right before she is actually like set to go, she gets burglared. Yeah, like there's a break-in in her house, and like that kind of scars her for sure. But she still goes on and does her job. Does she do her job well? No. Girl is awful at her job. And that's really, I mean, I don't think this is a spoiler, but it's like, well, maybe it is. Okay, I can't say that. Let's just say she's bad at her job. Okay? And let's just say I don't like the whole, like they do the whole, like, is she an unreliable narrator thing? So there's a lot of talk about her mental health, and like she drinks too much, and a lot of like showing her like regretting how much she drank and things like that. And I just don't love that in a book. There's been one book that I enjoyed that in. That was the Riley Sager, The House Across the Lake. That's the only book where there's an unreliable narrator due to alcohol consumption that I like gave a good rating. I've tried 2 others that I DNF'd, and then there's this one. So it's not a trope I enjoy. That's for sure. We know this. So yeah, it just already had some like marks down for it. Didn't like the anxiety representation. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. And I really have to say the pacing. The pacing was probably the biggest issue in this book because it was off. This book was boring. And then people said, oh, it goes off the rails. Did it though? It did not. This did not go off the rails for me. This was just really, really, really boring. Okay, the more I'm talking, no, 2 stars. It's 2 stars. This is not even 2.5 stars. This is 2 stars. This book was just not good, guys. I would have DNF'd it, but I was like, something about me, I was like, I was past 50% when I really started seriously considering the DNF. And then I was like, but I'm past 50%. And then there was that thing in my head. I was like, Hannah, you only read 2 books this month. Like, you need to at least finish another book. So, like, I finished it. But I hate finished it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was that curiosity in my head. Like, Hannah, are you right? Maybe you're right. Maybe you called the twist. The thing is, though, I always want to have called the twist, but then I'm always disappointed when I called the twist. Because, to me, that means, like, it's not a good twist. Because if Hannah can figure it out, damn, you know? So, anyway, not a fan. Highly don't recommend. I have liked Ruth Ware before. This is the 3rd Ruth Ware book that I've read. She's never gotten a 5-star for me. So that should say something by now. I should maybe start looking at other thriller authors to read, you know? So what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? I don't know. Okay, guys, so it's day 2 of this video, and I'm sick. I have come down with, I don't know, something. My son, he had a fever yesterday, and then I started getting a fever, and I just feel under the weather. It's kind of like just viral feeling, and so I've been taking fire cider and drinking tea. I'm making soup with some bone broth that I made a few weeks back that was in the freezer, so just doing everything I can to try to get better. So I don't know how much crafting I'm going to get done today because I'm trying to rest, because that's really the most important thing when you're trying to treat holistically, and it's something that we as a society don't do enough. I am no different. I am so bad about resting when I need to be resting. and I'm trying to force myself today. I'm just sitting. I mean, I made soup, I did some dishes, but other than that, I've actually just been reading, listening to audiobooks, no less, like just laying there listening. So I actually started, I'm reading 2 books right now. No, I'm reading 3 books right now. But the one I'm really reading today that I'm like really enjoying is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire. This is the 2nd book in the Wayward children's series. This series is very quirky, a little bit dark. It's in the adult section, but it's about young adults. And it's basically about these children who go through portals. Then they return, and it's like, how do they deal with returning to society after they've gone to these portal worlds? So think like Alice in Wonderland, returning back from Wonderland and then trying to fit in. So there's this school for wayward children, this school for children that just don't seem to know how to return to society, return back to normal. So the way this series works is every other book is at the school, I believe, and then interchangeably the other books, like 2, 4, 6, 8, those are actually go back and show the story of certain children and their worlds that they dive into. So you actually get to go through the portal and experience their experiences. So this is what that is. So I read book 1, and that was set at the school, and then this one is set, it's about Jack and Jill. And it very much is kind of this alternate universe. Jack and Jill are retelling about these twins who have been they've been forced into these molds by their parents. This is something that I really relate to. I need to have my sister read this because I think parents do this unintentionally. This is not like a malicious thing, though in this circumstance, it's a very extreme version of that, right? These parents should not have had kids, and they just wanted to basically have these trophy children. So this kind of exaggeration of something that does happen regularly, and that is where we kind of box our children in to fit into these molds that we place for them. And I'm very much trying not to do that with my kids. I'm sure that I'm not perfect, and I'm sure I mess up, and I do it already. But anyway, I so relate to this. Sorry, I've got a 2-year-old. Honey, leave my yoga mat alone. Go on. Trying to mess with my yoga mat. Anyway, it's about these twins, and they've been put in these molds, and they just are not happy with them, and they really don't have love much in their life or acceptance. And they're just becoming so unhappy. Hi. You want to sit in my lap? Okay, hold on. Okay, so they're really unhappy anyway, so they go and they travel through this door. And it's like in their attic, I think. And so we've just gotten there. I'm 70 pages and we've gone to this world. It's set in these moors. There's these moors, and so it's very gothic. It's very gothic feeling between the moors and the way this first man that they meet is described, almost like vampire-esque. So I'm interested to see where we go with this. I'm really enjoying it a lot. I'll probably finish it today. We'll see. I'm also reading The Wisteria Society for Lady Scoundrels. Anyway, I just started that. I'm only a chapter in. I started that last night. We'll see if I finish it. A lot of times I just pick up books, try them out, then put them down. Like, I mean, half of the books I pick up, I technically softy enough. Because I just kind of pick up books until the right one fits my mood. So, I've picked up a few books in the last, 24 hours. I am also halfway through the sequel to What Lies Beyond the Veil by Harper L. Woods. I'm just not liking it. I'm not liking it. Okay. I'm not liking it, but I'm not liking it. But I'm definitely not loving it. So I don't know if I'm going to finish it. If it's going to be a 3-star and the rest of the series is going to be a pain to get through, I'm just not going to do it. And that's how I am. I feel no shame in that game. I don't worry about DNFing series. Even if I gave the first book 5 stars like I did with this one. I just don't like where it's going. I just think that if you guys buy Pango books from me, Noah's hands have been all over them. It's okay. It's Anyway, so I'm reading that, and so that's my update. I'm feeling like crapola. I have collected the like stuff to do one of my art projects. It's gonna be, I think, like a miniature woodland setting. And I think that's gonna be really nice. I got that moss. I have this like, I'll show you guys. You guys will see it. I'll show you pictures of me making it. It probably won't be today. It'll probably be tomorrow. But I'm going to do like a miniature pedestal, like woodland, magical woodland setting. So I'm excited for that, for the shelf. And then I haven't really gotten anywhere with my, this is all I've gotten for my hideaway needle felt project. That's going to take a while. I already know that. So that's my update. I'm sick. I'm reading. I'm here. Hi. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so I am still sick, but I did finish 2 books, but I was in bed while I was doing that, so I haven't updated you guys, but I ended up finishing the second Wayward children's book, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and I gave that 5 stars. I absolutely adored it. I liked that I was actually able to pick back up pretty easily. I had to look up a few things online to try to like jog my memory about a couple things that happened in the first book, but it was pretty easy to start back up. I really liked the world. I liked the story about the sisters. I felt like I could really relate to a lot of their struggle. I also liked how moody and gothic the world was that they went to. It just, everything about it was amazing. And I wanted to read more. So I ended up reading the 3rd book in that series, which is Beneath the Sugar Sky, I believe. And I gave that 5 stars too. That was really good. I think I liked it just a little bit less than the second book, but I still really, really, really liked it. I like that we got to kind of hop around a bit and see. I thought we would be just like kind of at the school, but we hopped around a lot more than I thought, and that was really, really cool. I think the worlds, like I'm excited for a lot of the worlds that I'm hoping we get to see, but I still think the Gothic Moors are probably my favorite world we've been to so far. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I enjoyed that a lot. Really liked it. I just actually ordered myself the physical copies of the second, or no, I already own the second book. I bought myself a physical copy of the 3rd book and the 1st book, so I'm excited to have those for my collection. And so yeah, I am still under the weather. The boys are feeling a lot better. My husband is now under the weather, so he's sick. So I think this is pretty quick. Like, I'm feeling a lot better. I just am still stuffy. Like, my ears are like popping and like just a lot of like head cold stuff, you know. So anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I got a good bit done. I finished the mushrooms. I got some more work done on the other one, the hideaway logo, and then I got the supplies and everything laid out for like how I want to do the 3rd craft, but you guys will have to wait to see that for the next vlog. So I guess that's it for today. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave me a cake emoji for Beneath the Sugar Sky. Yeah, leave me a cake emoji. And let me know if you've read any of these books, if you like them. And until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life.
Never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.